Alright guys, it's me Brett. Here we are, another game on KGS, this one against Nakanaka7. And he'll be taking black, and I've got white. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to plan on playing 2-4-4 points like I usually do. And what do we get? Oh, an approach on the inside. Alright. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. Um, hmm. I'm kind of tempted to just play the mirror game here, honestly, and keep everything really small. So let's see if he's up for that. Oh, he wants to do this. Okay, well, I'll just go in the corner then. Oh, I feel like I make this mistake all the time. I do. It's because I do make this mistake all the time. Hmm. Um. Hmm. Okay, so maybe that's not a mistake. Maybe he made the mistake when he went for the double Hane. I'm not really sure. Um. So what to do now? I feel like that's a pretty okay result for me on the top left. Maybe I should go all the way over here and extend, or just extend to like this point. I'm gonna go all the way to the corner and extend here and see what he wants to do. That's a really weird choice. um, so that's a really strange choice, right? Because it leaves the corner. Like I could just go into the corner now. So it didn't protect the corner and it didn't get him any points. I mean, I guess that means he's going to try and develop the right side of the board. I'm going to take a second and think about how to answer that just because it's so weird. My plan was if he just backed off at R14 to just drop back to K16 or L16 maybe. And I'm thinking I might just stick with that because if he goes back to protect the corner still, then I can take the right side. And if he takes the right side, I could take the corner or do something on the bottom or left. So I'm just going to stick to this plan and go with L16. So this is nice extension from the influence I have now on the left. Right, so he just invades to reduce right away. I don't think that's necessary yet, right? Because the right side's still really big, and the bottom left corner is still not settled. So I'm tempted to just Tanuki, right? Just go away and play on the right side of the board. Or, well, I guess the right side's the biggest right now still. And I don't think he's put any of my groups in danger with that. But let's see, if I were going to attack that stone, what would be the best way to do it? See, I can't really attack it that well. I'd have to play something around, I suppose, J14, and I don't think I'm strong enough to do it. So I'm just going to leave that stone alone. Well, now I'm thinking about playing K17, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm just going to go take the right with an extension to how to do R10 or Q10. R10 or Q10. What do you guys think? I'm going to go with, he's got this 1, 2, 3. I could go really far to like R12 just to make these stones of his really awkward, but if he jumps in here, I might just be I don't think I actually want to deal with that. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with R10 this time. He's got these 2 stones, so if he extends, that's fine. And now I can look at this invasion, or I can look at this jump, or I could press down on this bottom group, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. If he wants to jump in at R8, that's okay with me. I think now the right idea is to either play around C7, like that side of the board, or the opposite around like F3. So something in those areas is what I'm looking at now. He's on the 3rd line on both. So I don't know that, I guess the bottom is a little bit bigger, right? Because his stone is, see how it's on the 10th line this way? It's on the 11th this way. So this side's a little bigger. So I'll just play that. F3 just to sort of keep my corner and reduce his potential, which already isn't much because he's low, but reduce his potential on the bottom side. And now I'm feeling like pretty good about this game because I can still take this corner away from him on the upper right. See, now he's running away, but I never put an attack on that stone. So that's a move that makes no points, and I will just ignore it and take a really solid bottom left corner now. Because he didn't make anything with that. So I made points with C5. And now I think the next move I'm going to make is going to be to slide into this corner. Yeah, and I'll just, what's the right way to back off here? P or Q? 17. Or P17. Let me look. You know, it's funny because I'm sure these are the sorts of things that there's just like a very obvious answer, which is better. But if there is such a thing, I'm not aware of it. Let's say I do Q17 and then he clamps. I would have to block on the top. See, that seems bad. So I'm just going to Yeah, I bet you there is just like a really obvious answer. Hopefully that's the right one. So to go up or go down here. So L17 or L15 is the question. L17 is inviting him to take L15, which would be pretty good shape for him. But he could maybe go for some weird, let's see, if I play L15, he plays the Hane on top. I play M17. He backs off and I protect that cut. Meanwhile, if I do that and he gets that Hane, I'm not that worried about giving him that Hane. It seems like really good shape for him, but I'm just going to take the points at the top right now. So that's another move that I like. Doesn't make him any points as far as I can tell, and it doesn't actually make that group very strong. So maybe he's thinking he can come back and like do something with these two stones or like attack this group, but I think that's not the right idea. And since he didn't take L15, I'm kind of tempted to take it because it looks like a really good shape point for him. Or I could jump. Also seems like a good shape point. Right? That's taking away the table, like it's breaking the dog's face from K16 and J14. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to look at Tanukiing away from this area because there's still this open space on the bottom left. So I could extend to C8 and take a few points there, which would be nice. And I'm going to take this opportunity to do it. And then maybe I'll start to look at how to protect my upper left group, even though I feel like it's pretty much alive. Maybe we should take a second and count the points at this stage of the game, because I feel like I'm ahead, but I haven't counted, so I suppose it's hard to say. Let's count black first. So in the upper left, black has one capture, so I'll do this with the mouse so you guys can see where I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's got 11 points there. And down here he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24. So 11 plus 24 is 35 points. I don't really see this as any points. And then he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. So what was that? 35 plus 17? 52. I'm probably embarrassing myself with my math skills. So he's got 52 points. I've got, let's do the upper left first, 4 points, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 9 points there. 8 here makes 17. This is 18, makes 35. This is going to be pretty big. So this would be 14, makes 49, 53, plus 6, 59 points. So it seems like I've got a pretty decent lead. I hope I didn't make a big mess of that. And I will just grow my lead here with, should I take this influence, you think? That seems reasonable to me. Like this peep and attach to build this area a little bit. I like that idea. Attach. Right, this, and this. I'm tempted not to answer that, but it is pretty big. Right, so see, if I play at S2, I'm taking away these 2 points from him, and gaining these points here, right, at S4 and T4. Because if he plays there, I'm going to have to play there. So I'm going to lose these points, and he's going to gain maybe like 4 points here. So this is probably about 6 to 10 points, something like that. So is there something bigger than that is the question. My feeling is that like a jump here is pretty big. Yeah, I think that's a bigger move. See, and here we go with the crazy deep invasions. right? Like, he could have just gone for a reducing move, but he decided he wanted to just go in for all the things. So I could attack that. I almost certainly should attack that. But what am I going to gain, and how am I going to do it? So my immediate idea is N8, where I've got the mouse there, to try and keep it in the middle, but it seems like he can just go right out through the elephant's eye, and he's running to some friends. Or he goes down, and he separates. So the other options are like this knight's move. The attachment is probably the worst idea of them all. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just getting into this fight. So he wanted to come in and fight. We'll give him his wish. Right. So what's the right way to do this one? It seems like usually with this shape, it's these. There are 2 points that are good. It's this knight's move and this knight's move, and then this point is actually really good too. So I guess if I want him to connect to one of them, I want him to connect to this group because it's not alive yet. So we'll just play this knight's move. And I'm not really great at all of these sequences, so that's okay. And he's just going to push and get out. But you know what he's doing is actually he's going to make me some points here by pushing from behind like this. So I'm kind of okay with that. And he's making me some points on this other side. I'll push one more. And I'll come back now and take this important shape point. And now he says I won't get any points here from these, but it's okay because now he's not getting any points. And I still can come back and remember, take this point that was worth all of that, like 10 points of where we talked about in the bottom right. But I'm not going to do that yet either. I think now is the time to try and grow right here, this area. And now the question is, what's the best way to do that? Or right here, this area too, because he should have to answer for this inside points of his. But I'm thinking this bottom left area is more interesting, and I could play like a cap or something here. And I was ahead too, just on the score earlier when we counted, and I didn't count any of this stuff out here. So even making just a handful of points where he didn't make any is pretty good for me. So I'm thinking about another peep and attach, or maybe cutting these, right? What's the best thing to do in this board? Yeah, I think it's time to grow this area. And if he jumps, he's not really making anything because of these stones here of mine. So it's really tough for him to make points in this area. And I mean, that pretty much just made me points in that area. But you can see, like, this is why these invasions are, I would say, generally speaking, not very well timed. Because he didn't make, like, he destroyed some potential of mine, but he didn't even do very much of that. Because unless he's going to try and kill these 4 stones here, which I don't think is even possible, he destroyed some potential and didn't gain anything. And in the meantime, I was able to take Sente away and make some points right here, and make some points still in this area. And now he ignored this to make some points here, which is fine, but it's still not even that many. So let's look at the board again and try and figure out what the biggest move is. Keeping myself for sure attached with the group on around P11 seems important, but I think it actually has MII to connect to either one of my other groups, right? So I could connect it, what is it, P13 to the top, and I could connect at, I think there are a few ways to connect to the bottom group also. So maybe that's not it. Maybe it's time to just sort of destroy his potential on the top, like to grow with something around here, or maybe to take this corner. Because this would basically make me alive. Or to just play this point. Where could he build up is the question. Like, where is his potential? He doesn't have much, does he? So, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure where the biggest moves are at this point on the board. Doesn't seem like there's that many things that are super big left. What does this work? Down, down? No, that doesn't work. He likes to play fast, so he's probably super annoyed with me for taking this long. This actually might be the biggest thing at this point, just taking this corner points. Like I said, it's worth about 10 points. I don't know what other moves are worth about 10 points, so we'll play it. He answers there. Okay. I'll just connect real solidly. So that should not live is my goal. And I don't feel like that is should be all that difficult. So my inclination is to play B5 or E2. And both seem possible. I think because I have these two stones here, I'm going to play E2. And the idea is when you play on this second line here, it gives you this monkey jump all the way into the corner. So it's harder for them to make eyes. Like no matter which way they try and go out, you can just jump right into the corner and take away their eye space. Now, the risk, of course, is that you let them run out somewhere and they link up. So like if this black stone ran out this way and was able to link up with this group, it would obviously then be alive and be a huge success. So that's also part of the reason I went here. If he runs this way, he's got to get past these two stones in order to attach. So I guess this is him trying to make that happen, right? By putting some pressure on this connection. But now he played on the outside, so like giving me one more move sort of anywhere in here should be enough to kill this stone. So I guess the idea is if I don't answer and I play down here, he'll play D3 and I'll have to block here, he thinks, and then he'll cut these stones off. So I'll just play this now and feel like I've killed that stone, basically, because I have killed it. Yeah, so he just abandoned that right away. And I guess the idea now for him is to destroy these few points that I made over here and make a few of his own. Which is fine. seems like a reasonable plan. I put in a stone here to make some points, and he's going to try and destroy them. Now, is this the biggest move, protecting like these 4 points? Or is there something bigger? I feel like taking some of these pokes here is starting to be pretty big to make this area a little bigger. Seems possible. Or taking this to protect these. Or just kind of jumping to ruin some of this potential for him, right? Because look, now he's starting to get like a wall here. If he can get a wall here and something here. I don't think he can actually get all of that. But, you know, he might try. But again, like, these moves aren't building too much for him that I can see. I'm going to play a really slow move here to protect this area and then worry about reducing him later. Let's try and take a quick count again of the score, because I don't think it's changed all that much, but he has made some more points. So this should still be the same, and it was what do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points now. 14 points, something like that. This is still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. So 12 plus 17 is 39. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 43, 53 plus, you see, maybe he's got like 58 points, 60 points. That's a move that didn't really make him any points. So I guess this is him now starting to try and kill this corner group or something. It's pretty impossible for him to actually do. I'll come in and take this point in the corner. So he had around 60, we'll say, because he's going to make something in here. What do I have? This corner, man, is so big. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points there. Maybe it'll end up being more. Let's play a move somewhere. So I guess he's trying to make some points in this area now. Let's extend. We'll call it 6 plus 10, 16 plus 5, 21 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 plus 21, 35 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 5, 16, 18, 23-ish. I kind of lost count of where I was. But I'm thinking I might actually be a little bit behind all of a sudden. That doesn't seem right, though. It seems like I'm counting somewhere wrong, or I'm giving him too much. But he might have caught up a little bit. He did make some points around here. That might have been a bad move. Oh, but he didn't play it like it was a bad move, so. Where should I destroy some of his points? Poke here. And push here. And Where's the big end game? Sorry, I got a little silent there. This is pretty big, I think. That was small though. Yeah. Um, hmm Let's see, what else is going on this board? I guess I just have to connect, right? I can play this one first though. If he plays for the snapback, I was not falling for it. Where are the big points? Big end game. It's getting kind of down to the nitty gritty, isn't it? Nope, and we're into our Byo-Yomi finally. That looks like a pretty big point. People love playing that out right away. I don't think it's actually good. This is smaller endgame, right? I mean, I guess it's a Sente move, but now I get this Sente move. Right? Because he'll have to answer there. This I'm not going to answer because there's no points in it. Where are the points? So this is a Sente move, but it's not worth any points. This is worth some points. If I play here, there's shenanigans to be had. There, 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 there. Zatari. I don't think so. But maybe if he gets another move in somewhere. What to destroy of his is the question. Let's see. What about that? No. There are these Sente moves. Where are things worth points? This is worth a point. This is worth a few points. This is worth points. He ended up sort of making a lot of points here. In the middle, more than I would like. So that's annoying. I'm not going to answer that, though. I think there are definitely bigger moves. So yeah, this might have been enough for him to turn the game around if he was behind, which I think he was, um, for a good portion of the game. But I made some in here too that we hadn't really counted. Um, I might just let that one go. What's worth points? Oh, this Hane is pretty good. He'll have to come back. Sente for me. That's good. Oh, maybe he doesn't. The answer's there. Let's see. We go all the way across. Yeah, definitely not working. So now coming down, it's worth a couple points. But it is Gote, so that might be have been a mistake. Because I'm sure I have Sente moves somewhere. I wonder if this connection. I think not, because I have a Sente move. He plays that. Okay. So now he's just playing a reverse Sente move. So that's like, it was worth a point, but it's Gote for him, but it would have been Sente for me. So I suppose it might be time to take some of these. If he thinks they're beginning to be important. I think he'll answer that. That's a, oh, okay. Now we're getting set up for some fun, like, try for this trick. But we won't do it right now because it shouldn't work. So that would be silly to waste our turn on something that shouldn't work. It's so hard to find the Sente moves, you know? I guess just taking this attachment's worth some points for us. Yeah, and that's worth a point, so we'll just answer. And we'll just answer. Okay. So he's almost got a trick, right? If I play here and then he plays there, then I would have to let all of that link up somehow. Right? Because, well, I guess it doesn't actually work. I play here, he plays there. I play here, he can't link because it'd be self-Atari. But I could just answer here and he could push one more. Oh, but then do I have an eye in the corner? Oh, it doesn't really matter because these are all connected with a move like this. There. He can't connect and I get to take them. So we'll play that. So I guess now he's going to look for some of these weird cuts and tricks in here. I'm inclined to just not let him have them, and I'll just play a move there. And now his idea, I guess, is to come back and try and kill this group. Because even if I connect here, right, then he can push, and I can only fix one of these cuts. So this one, and now push. No, he's not going to do it. All right, I have to connect. And I'll connect this way. And I think now actually I'll just go ahead and take this one. I don't know, guys. I thought I was ahead, but I think he made up some ground with these points in the middle. And I haven't counted since then, so maybe we have given him way too much by not attacking this group. I make that mistake sometimes, for sure. Well, this is Sente. And this is, well, it's worth a point. So I don't know. Maybe he, this is a lot of points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like 20 points. Yeah, that was a real, a ton of points to give up. So we might have blown it. Because I think we had the advantage out of the opening. And maybe these moves just ended up being too slow because I did let him get all of this. So I think we might be losing this game, which is unfortunate to say the least. From I think what was a pretty much winning position. But we'll look at it in the review. Maybe I'm just wrong too. Maybe we're still ahead, but I doubt it. He made so much here. That I feel like it was too much. Like, Because now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 points, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 71 points or so. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 46, 47, 48, and whatever's in this corner. So I don't think that's going to be enough to get us there. Although we should have Comey, so that's good. And I wonder if you guys can hear that thunder outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29. Plus Comey, maybe plus Comey, we're good to go here. We'll see. We'll get a count at the end, I guess. But it might have ended up being pretty close, and I don't think there was any real reason for it to be so close. Let's go for this Trickaroo. Yeah, of course not. Getting to be about the end of the game, I think. Man, that was a loud bit of thunder. What I will do is not lose on time. That is what I will do. Excuse me. I'm just gonna fill these dame because I feel like it today instead of passing, just for grins. Does that dame matter? Like, I don't think he has any tricks he can pull, but we'll fill these other ones first. I'll wait for him to, I'll pass when he passes. Although I don't think there's any points left on the board that matter. except for this one, right? Because now, see, look at this, because now he has Atari, and if I connect, he has this Atari, so that would be bad. So we'll have to play one. We lost a point there. But see, should have taken that connection. Oh well. Now if we lose by a point, we know why, because we didn't take this dame, so we lost a point. And that point actually might matter by the way I was counting it. He's got one capture, but we do have 6.5 Comey for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, 28 points in that corner plus like 34. Let's take one more look around the board. The Goban. I don't see anything that's worth a point, so we'll pass. All right, those are dead. Mine. 79. Oh, look, we're ahead by 10. And I was getting worried. Say thanks to our opponent. That was a good game. And we win by 10.5, guys. So that was an exciting game, I thought. Let's look at the review. So we get this 4-4, and he splits. Okay, so I'll just say right away, I don't know that this is the best strategy for black, because this is just something I've been told, that when the game ends up with a bunch of small groups, then it favors white, because the Comey counts for more when it's a bunch of small groups. It's like 6.5 points when all the groups are worth 6.5 points. It's like having a whole extra group. Whereas if you just have like 2 big territories of like 80 points each, then it's not as big a deal. I don't know if this is like how that's supposed to go. I should look that up. But I guess it worked out for me because he went for the double Hane. I'm not going to spend too much time here. This would be something interesting to look at, how this fight can actually go. But either way, so I guess, you know, when we end up with a small group here and a small group here and a small group and a small group, it's supposed to be, from my understanding, good for white. So yeah, this top side, right? I've got this little bit of influence to extend. Maybe instead of going all the way to the corner, we could just go to like L5 is another option, but I think this is okay. This can't be right. For sure, you know, this would be okay for him, or, you know, he could even try for like something like this. And if he really wants the corner, I mean, I guess he could just do that. But the move he played is definitely not a good move to play here. Okay, and yeah, especially now that he's played this move, like to invade right now doesn't make any sense when he could come over here and take the side. Like that's what he just played for, was this side of the board. So to just come in and invade now and be really jealous is, I think, not the right idea. For me, yeah, I'm looking at this board. He got a lot out of this stone. But, like, how am I going to attack it, right? I mean, I guess running it out like this isn't good for him. I mean, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. He's going to get out, but what did he gain? And then I gained a wall here and this. So I don't know, maybe I should have attacked it right away, but I thought just coming and taking some stuff on this side was fine. About coming closer, it seemed like, I don't know, man, this just seemed like a really annoying thing that he would be very likely to do, based on like this really early invasion. Even, I mean, honestly though, it's probably just good for me. I don't know. He'd have to fight to make these points, and then I maybe even getting enough influence, or I could really, you know, move this stone out right away, but then I jump and he jump, and this is not good. So we could play just really aggressive, right? And go in for something like this. I don't know. Attacking is really hard, and it's something I don't think I have the best skills at yet. So he extends. Obviously, there's invasions for both of us here. But looking at the board here, I still think that these areas aren't settled, and they're big. They're big areas, so it makes sense to come and grab one. And I think it makes sense for him soon to come and like actually take this corner. But like now, I think this is almost mandatory to take this area a little bit. So this one, this is I think not the right idea either. Like this is a move that made no points. Something over here, something over here. And maybe this is slow, but it keeps the corner. And you know, I can go on either side. I guess the other option now would be to go into his corner and take this, or to start attacking this group, but now it's already out. So that doesn't seem right to me either. And I think if you look at the territory right now, we are just like way ahead. Small one, and then yeah, slide into the corner. Yeah, okay, so this was the other option I was kind of looking at, but I thought that would be annoying, right? Because then you can do this. Maybe I'm right, like I don't know. That seems pretty bad. So I don't think I could go down if he clamped. I think I'd have to just eat a few points here. Eventually, I mean, I guess it's endgame, but I thought that this other move just sort of avoided that. Okay, so yeah, what was the other option was to, sorry, my mouse is freaking out a little bit, to come up. That looks like it's giving him a base there, though. Or something that, you know. And I didn't want to give him a base. So, go down. I thought he would just do this. I mean, I think that's good for him to make this nice kind of shape and be out and have an influence kind of working together here a little bit on the upper left. This move, I mean, it gave him this monkey jump, which is, I guess, good end game. He's got it on either side, but this group is not, I think, ever weak. It is good for him that, you know, I had this influence and he's created this group, but it still doesn't have a base and it still doesn't have eyes, so I don't know. And now I jump out just to take away a shape point from him, and he jumps again. So in the end, what happened for him here, I guess, is he had a successful invasion, but this group still doesn't have any eyes. But there's no way to attack it at this point, right? Because it's got here to run to and here. So this might have been a missed opportunity for me to take advantage of it. But at the same time, when he played these moves so that I couldn't attack it, I got this whole corner that ended up being 28 something points in the end, which is pretty big. Yeah, so then I just expand there. And this is a move to take care of this invasion, and then I kind of play for this influence here. And he just goes right in for that invasion. I've always been told that, like, just playing the attachment is bad, but I don't know. Here it looks pretty rough for him to actually survive there because it's just so weak. And this, I think we saw, he just ran out really easily. This, we get into some weird variations. I don't know. So maybe this cap wasn't the right choice here because it just made it easy for him to come out on this side. And I couldn't really expect to build anything. Let's see what happens if we go the other knight's move and we get the same sequence. Well, you know, now that I look at this, I think this looks better for my attack because where is he running right now? Into my stones, but I wonder about his ability to counterattack. I guess it's not that good because we are running to my stones. that might have been interesting to see. So maybe what happened is I chose the wrong direction. I should have ran him toward my group to cut him from this corner group too, and this group. I mean, this is the same sequence basically, and that looks a lot better to me. So that might have been a mistake. Let's go on with the game. Let's just look and see what the score estimator says here. I'll let you know. Yeah, white by 27. So we've got a pretty huge lead that we apparently blunder away a bunch of over the next several moves. He takes... I guess maybe we just... I don't think I was playing my most aggressive moves, that's for sure, at this point. Like, letting him get some points there. I don't know that there was that much interesting left. This invasion, I mean, okay, to play it and then abandon it, I don't understand the point. But maybe he just looked and sort of realized there was nothing to be done. I mean, he gets this cut, right, if I play that way, although I think I would play this way. Now it's looking kind of alive, though, isn't it? Like, I don't know. It should die, guys. Like, this shape is super strong unless he's got some help here. So I'll show you one variation. What are we on? 81. I'll just make a game really quickly. So approach, kick this. This is the shape. We'll just give it this one and make it white's move. So here with this, white can jump in. And black has a few options as I understand it, which is A, B, and C. And the basic idea is that you play A when you want to attack this outside group more because it just lets white live in the corner, like that. And you play B when you don't, B lets you get this ko variation, something like that anyway. And then the last one, C, is when there's just going to be a reduction is what's going to happen. Something like that. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to play it out, but you can see this corner got a lot smaller. Roughly, those are the ideas. I'm sure you can find those on like Senseizer and various YouTube vids. Otherwise, though, I suppose at some point maybe playing like these peeps just to keep him from building this area into points would have been a good idea, and I probably missed that opportunity. But the rest of the game was all just pretty much end game. I don't think there was anything exciting. Oh, we missed this wherever he played something. Yeah, so when he played that and then he played this, see, this is the white plays some dumb move and then you get Atari. Oh, game over, we lose. So that was worth a point for him in Sente, that move. So I should have definitely played that instead of whatever I played. Because I don't think we got a point. What did I play? Yeah, so I just played some Dame that was complete Dame and he got a point for it. So that was a mistake. But anyway, guys, that was the game and a quick review. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure letting him get as much as he did in the middle was not the right idea. But we ended up coming away with the win, so hooray for us. And I'll see you guys next time.